Yahweh God made King Shalom to exceed all the kings of the earth in wisdom and in riches. Of the books called Kings, the first, chapter 11. Now King Shalom loved many foreign women, together with the daughter of Paro, Moabiyot, Ammoniyot, Edomiyot, Sidoniyot, and Chetiyot, of the nations concerning which Yahweh said to the children of Israel, Ye shall not go among them, neither shall they come among you, for surely they will turn away your heart after their gods. Shalom clave to these in love, and he had 700 women, princesses, and 300 concubines, and his women turned away his heart. For it was when Shalom was old that his women turned away his heart after other gods, and his heart was not perfect with Yahweh his God, as was the heart of David his father. For Shalom went after Ashtoreth, the goddess of the Sidonim, and after Melechom, the abomination of the Ammonim. And Shalom did that which was evil in the sight of Yahweh, and went not fully after Yahweh, as did David his father. Then did Shalom build a high place for Chemosh, the abomination of Moab, in the mount that is before Jerusalem, and for Melechom, the abomination of the children of Ammon. And so did he for all his foreign women, who burnt incense and sacrificed to their gods. And Yahweh was angry with Shalom, because his heart was turned away from Yahweh the God of Israel, who had appeared to him twice, and had commanded him concerning this thing, that he should not go after other gods. But he kept not that which Yahweh commanded. For what reason Yahweh said to Shalom, Forasmuch as this is done of thee, and thou hast not kept my covenant and my statutes, which I have commanded thee, I will surely tear the kingdom from thee, and will give it to thy servant. Notwithstanding, in thy days I will not do it, for David thy father's sake, but I will tear it out of the hand of thy son. Howbeit I will not tear away all the kingdom, but I will give one tribe to thy son for David my servant's sake, and for Jerusalem's sake, which I have chosen. And Yahweh raised up an adversary to Shalom, Hadad the Edomi. He was of the king's seed in Edom. For it was when David was in Edom, and Joab the captain of the host was gone up to bury the slain, and had smitten every male in Edom. For Joab and all Israel remained there 6 months, until he had cut off every male in Edom. That Hadad fled, he and certain Edomiyim of his father's servants with him, to go into Mithraim, Hadad being yet a little child. And they arose out of Madian, and came to Paran, and they took men with them out of Paran, and they came to Mithraim, to Paro, king of Mithraim, who gave him a house, and appointed him victuals, and gave him land. And Hadad found great favor in the sight of Paro, so that he gave him for a woman the sister of his own woman, the sister of Tahpenes, the queen. And the sister of Tahpenes bare him Genubat his son, whom Tahpenes weaned in Parao's house. And Genubat was in Parao's house among the sons of Parao. And when Hadad heard in Mithraim that Dawid slept with his fathers, and that Joab, the captain of the host, was dead, Hadad said to Paro, Let me depart, that I may go to my own country. Then Paro said to him, But what hast thou lacked with me, that, behold, thou seekest to go to thy own country? And he answered, Nothing. Howbeit only let me depart. And God raised up another adversary to him, Razon, the son of Eliada, who had fled from his lord Hadadezer, king of Zobah. And he gathered men to him, and became captain over a troop, when Dawid slew them of Zobah. And they went to Damascus, and dwelt therein, and reigned in Damascus. And he was an adversary to Yisrael all the days of Shalomo, besides the mischief that Hadad did. And he abhorred Yisrael, and reigned over Haram. And Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, a Ephrathi from Aredah, a servant of Shalomo, whose mother's name was Tharuah, a widow, he also lifted up his hand against the king. And this was the reason why he lifted up his hand against the king. Shalomo built the Malor, and he repaired the breach of the city of Dawid his father. And the man Jeroboam was a mighty man of valor, and Shalomo saw the young man that he was industrious, and he gave him charge over all the labor of the house of Yosef. And it was at that time, when Jeroboam went out of Jerusalem, that the prophet Ahijah the Shiloni found him in the way. Now Ahijah had clad himself with a new garment, and they two were alone in the field. And Ahijah laid hold of the new garment that was on him, and tore it in 12 pieces. And he said to Jeroboam, Take thee 10 pieces, for thus saith Yahweh, the God of Yisrael, Behold, I will tear the kingdom out of the hand of Shalomo, and will give 10 tribes to thee, but he shall have 1 tribe, for my servant Dawid's sake, and for Jerusalem's sake, the city which I have chosen out of all the tribes of Yisrael, because that they have forsaken me, and have worshipped Ashtoreth, the goddess of the Thidonim, Chemosh, the god of Moab, and Melechom, the god of the children of Ammon, and they have not walked in my ways, to do that which is right in my eyes, and to keep my statutes and my ordinances, as did Dawid his father. Howbeit I will not take the whole kingdom out of his hand, but I will make him prince all the days of his life, for Dawid my servant's sake, whom I chose, who kept my commands and my statutes. But I will take the kingdom out of his son's hand, and will give it to thee, even 10 tribes. And to his son will I give 1 tribe, that Dawid my servant may have a lamp always before me in Jerusalem, the city which I have chosen, to put my name there. And I will take thee, and thou shalt reign according to all that thy soul desireth, and shalt be king over Yisrael. And it shall be, if thou wilt hearken to all that I command thee, and wilt walk in my ways, and do that which is right in my eyes, to keep my statutes and my commands, as Dawid my servant did, that I will be with thee, and will build thee a sure house, as I built for Dawid, and will give Yisrael to thee. And I will for this afflict the seed of Dawid, but not forever. Shalom sought therefore to kill Jeroboam, but Jeroboam arose and fled into Mithraim to Sheshach, king of Mithraim, and was in Mithraim until the death of Shalom. Now the rest of the acts of Shalom, and all that he did, and his wisdom, are they not written in the book of the acts of Shalom? And the time that Shalomo reigned in Jerusalem over all Israel was 40 years. And Shalomo slept with his fathers, and was buried in the city of David his father, and Rehoboam his son reigned in his stead. And Rehoboam went to Shechem, for all Israel were come to Shechem to make him king.